It just leaks a little oil, but it's got great compression too. So I might just replace the gaskets and leave the rings alone. I don't know. That all depends on the kind of the damage that I might see on the cylinder walls. That sounds kind of extreme. Damage?
Yeah.
Wear and tear. I'll say it like
Wear and
that.
tear.
Yeah.
I mean, you are talking about Evo. They don't ever get damaged.
They don't?
What's going on YouTube? I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well, as you saw in the thumbnail, my Sportster blew up. Yeah. Not very good words and not the way I was trying to envision a video for this week, but you know, those things happen. And kind of like 6 months ago, I said Evos never get damaged, and now 6 months later, here I am with a damaged Evo motor. So yeah, it's just one of those things. If you will remember in the video right up here, I was talking about, with my exhaust, I kept hearing something and just couldn't ever find it out what it was. I thought it was the exhaust, leak and everything else. But I'm wondering, now that I think about it, I'm actually wondering if that was kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Pre-telltale sign that something else major was wrong, and I just couldn't put my finger on it. I was really looking at, the belt, looking at the, rear axle, looking at the rear drive belt, the front, sprocket and everything. And it was just one of those, I couldn't never put my finger on it. And so I was thinking, I was just looking for stuff. And well, come to find out, it wasn't something, there's something actually wrong. So it's one of those that yesterday I was out riding around for about an hour and a half with my cousin. We went out to Lake Okeechobee and, nice sunset, took some pictures and everything else and had a good time riding around. And on the way home, I actually was running about 65, 70 from what he was telling me, because he was leading and my speedometer don't work. And all of a sudden, I saw a flame shoot out in front of my right leg. And all of a sudden, I also started losing power and couldn't keep going, and the motor really started sounding horrible. And so, of course, I killed it and everything else and had him go on to the house to get a trailer, come pick me up. And we come back here, drop the motorcycle off. We looked at the bore scope on the front cylinder because I thought that's, where it was at, since that's where I saw the flame. As we was turning the motor over, we kind of kept feeling air coming out, and I couldn't see nothing when I looked at it with the bore scope. So he said that cylinder's got compression, take my rear spark plug out. So that's what I did. Looked in there, also turned it over, no compression. But when I looked at it with the bore scope, I really didn't see anything. I'm not still saying that there's nothing there. It's just maybe one of those where the camera's just not picking it up. So it is still possible that I am still got a hole in the piston, but I'm not going to rule out, maybe a bent valve or a bent push rod. Who knows? One thing that I noticed also that I'll show you right here is that my rear cylinder was running lean, as you can see on the spark plug. So I don't know. Like I said, whenever I felt something a couple weeks ago, I think it was just a pre-tell sign that there was something else going on, and I just never could figure out what it was. But that's one thing about riding these older motorcycles. You never know what's going to happen. You just kind of hope for the best and do your maintenance as you can do it. And as you saw, I just replaced the engine oil, and it's still got engine oil in it, and then engine oil looks crystal clear. It looks clean as all get out. So I don't really know what all may be bad till I get into the actual motor. I won't know. Hopefully nothing fell into the actual crankcase and I have to go any further than, you know, taking the heads and the jugs off. Only time will tell. So here, after I get done changing the brakes on the Africa Twin, because I finally got those in, I'm going to start tearing the Sportster apart and see what's going on. So yeah, that's kind of what's coming up. If you know some people that have a Evo Sportster, you know, this is going to be some really good content for them to, you know, watch and everything, to kind of do some of their own maintenance, because a lot of Evos from, you know, here recently all the way back are all more or less the same, only just a few minor differences, you know, with the fuel injected and, you know, some emissions and stuff like that. But I think the general concept's all going to be pretty much the same. So share this with some of your friends. You know, I will very much appreciate it. But like this video, give me a subscribe. I would much appreciate it. And today I actually hit 600 subscribers. So that's kind of a pretty wild milestone that I'm pretty stoked that I actually succeeded to. You know, I wouldn't have thought that I would have even got to 100 subscribers, and here I am about 2 years later and got 600 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for, you know, following me, subscribing, and watching all my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. So until the next video, always take the single route, and I'll see y'all then.